1993 Mini Cooper here, 1.3 injection. I think it's the SPI model, this one, in bright red, with a lovely set of wheels and tyres on it, that's for sure. A nice exhaust system. So bodywork wise, we're going to start off at the bonnet, work our way around in the interior, straight in onto the scuttle there, nice and tidy around the seams. A little bit of a paint flake there and across there where the screen's obviously been out at some point. Again, this side here, nice and straight and tidy there. A little bit of a paint sink, but there's no corrosion coming through there. Rest of the scuttle all nice and tidy. As you come down the bonnet, you'll notice that there's pins at the back, the whole bonnet lifts off. We're all nice and straight down the bonnet. There's a few bird poo marks here and there on it, and it wants a bit of a machine polish. But apart from that, all nice and presentable. A little bit of a ding here on the left-hand side. Like I say, there's a few little bird poo marks on the bonnet. But all in all, nice and straight. Top of the passenger front wing, nice and tidy and straight. Headlamps are all nice and clear. That all important seam here seems to be nice and straight. You've probably got a tiny little bit of a bubble there, but apart from that, nice and tidy around the corner. Around the indicator ends, all nice and straight. You've got these sort of overrider bumpers on, which look really pretty. All the light lenses with the 4 spotlights are all nice and clean. The chrome work is all good. The grille is nice and tidy as well. Same on the right hand side with the lights, with the bezels and the lenses, all nice and tidy and straight here. Across there, got a tiny little stone chip, but it feels nice and solid across there. And around the corner again, all nice and tidy there. As we come around onto the driver's front wing again, the wing top's lovely and straight. All nice and clean and tidy on the wing. The plastic arches are all lovely and tidy as well. Would benefit from a bit of a machine polish in places with the bird poo marks. Like I say, a lovely set of wheel and tyres all round with these sort of semi-slick Yokohamas on in the Mamba alloys. Quick Google, you'll realise how much they are new. We'll jump up on the white roof now so you can have a little bit of a look at that. We'll check the gutter wheel there. We'll go around nice and slow, so you can have a good look across there. There's a few little bits in the paint on the roof itself, but overall, all nice and presentable and tidy. We'll come around that gutter wheel there, come out and have a look at the roof. Like I said, there's a few little bits in the paintwork on the roof itself, but overall, nice and presentable. As we come back down this A-pillar here, on this panel section, is all nice and straight and tidy. Got a tiny little stone chip at the bottom there. But apart from that, all nice and straight onto the driver's door. Again, lovely and tidy. We'll do the sill section there. As we come up the rear quarter, again, lovely and tidy with the twin pinstripe Mini Cooper emblem at the back there. All nice and clean and straight. Lovely and red. It's not pink. It's nice and red. The arches are all good. They're fitted nice as well. They're not hanging off anywhere. Again, wheels and tyres are unmarked. As we come up onto the rear screen, again, nice and tidy around the rear screen. No corrosion coming through there. All nice and straight up these rear pillars and across the roof line. Again, a few little bits around the seal. The seals look new with the new inlay. As we come down the rear right hand side, the lights are all nice and clear on both sides. The boot lid itself is lovely and straight. The paintwork overall is really presentable and nice and tidy on this one. A little bit of a chip on the boot corner there. Same on the left hand side. Rest of the boot, lovely, straight and tidy. Chrome work again is lovely on the back. As you can see, we've got that double exit centre exhaust system. Sounds really good, this one. As we come round onto the left hand side, we've got a little bit of a stone chip there, bit of paint come off on that plastic arch, but the rest of the arch is all nice and tidy. A few little bits in the paint on the arch. Quarter again, lovely, straight and clean on that rear quarter. As we come down on the passenger door, again, lovely finish to the paintwork, all nice and shiny, all nice and red, not patchy in places. We'll do the sill again. Have a look at that. As we come up onto the A panel again, no corrosion there, all nice and tidy and clean. Onto the rest of the passenger front wing again, lovely and straight, lovely and shiny. See how clean and straight it is down both sides, this one. Like I say, the whole bonnet lifts off, but we'll come back to that in a second. Interior wise, door card, drivers, lovely and straight and clean. The seats showing a little bit of wear to the leather piping. You can see the colours come off, and we've got a little bit of a snag down the bottom end there on the piping side of things.
That vent's a little bit loose, by the way. I put it back in, but it doesn't.
Right, I'll come round to that. Thanks, James. The rest of the seat is all nice and tidy. You've got the red carpet set underneath as well. Across the top of the dashboard, all nice and straight. The wood itself is all good, no lack of peel there. Dials are all nice and clear, easy to read. Centre console, all nice and straight. Gear knob and handbrake, all good as well. Bit of dodgy camera work while I lift the seat forward here. Into the rear, again, nice and straight, clean and tidy in the rear seats. Headlining as well, the black headlining is nice and tidy as well. Some creasing in it, but that is standard for a Mini. All nice and straight and tidy in there. As we come into the boot, see petrol tank pump, batteries there, lift that up, you can have a look in there. All in all, nice and presentable. We've got some spare mats and a bit of heater pipe there. All in all, nice and tidy in there. As we come into the left hand side, like James says, this heater vent is loose. We can pop it in there and it'll fall out. And I presume that's what the heater pipe is for, that is in the boot there. As we do the seat again, seat itself nice and straight and tidy. Two tiny little bits of wear down the bottom end there on the bolster, but apart from that, no rips or tears in the middle section. All nice and straight and clean in there. And the same again with the back seats, all nice, straight and tidy and clean in the back seat. Door card itself is nice and clean as well. We'll go into the engine now. Like I say, the bonnet just lifts off. It's got pins at the back. So you got like a pipe across, I think that is. Air filter on there. All nice and clean and tidy in there. Got a sports coil and some nicely coloured HT leads. All nice and presentable in there. We'll get James to start it up here. Like I say, it's the injection car, this one. Fire straight up, tick over, it's nice and quiet, no unwanted noises at all from that. Little bit of a rev there, James. Go around the exhaust, so it does make a good noise, this one. Sounds good, that, no unwanted rattles or smoke or oil coming out of there. And there you have it, the 1993 Mini Cooper 1.3 injection car in bright red.